I'm here today at the Jet meeting. We've just broken up and we're eating pizza. And I'm going to talk to Sean. Sean is from Ireland and he's going to tell you something about Jet and why it's awesome.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Japan vlog. Okay, Japan's a great place, but like everywhere else, you need to make the most of your time, so do your research, find out what things are like here before you come, and it should make your life here easier when you get here.
Where do you live in Japan?
I live in a prefecture called Gunma, and I live in the mountains.
Really?
So it's really beautiful, we get lots of snowboarding in. So
what kind of schools do you teach at?
I'm a senior high school teacher.
Okay.
So my life is pretty organized, it's kind of a bit more professional maybe than the other teachers.
Right.
But the great thing is it means once I make my plans, I can re-implement them the following year. And if you're a good organized person, it's like a real key factor in this job.
Okay, and what was, let's see, weird question he doesn't know that's coming. What's the weirdest thing about your first year that you remember?
Okay, the weirdest thing about my first year was going to our local pub, Izakaya, and there was one of the locals there and he got interested in talking to us. He had an English school and he wanted to open more, so he really enjoyed speaking to us, and then he bought all the drink for us at the end of the night.
Nice.
So it's a really great experience.
Okay, thanks Sean.
Hey,
see ya.
bye.
Alright, we'll see who else we can talk to. Let's see who's not chatting at the moment. Do you guys want to be on camera? Oh, that's okay. Okay, they're wiping pizza off. They're going to tell me a little bit about Jet. You can tell me an advice for somebody doing their interview in the next couple weeks. Do you have any advice? Okay. So, what is your name?
My name is Jaya.
Jaya, where in Japan do you live?
I live in Iwaki, Fukushima.
Wow, what kind of schools do you teach at?
I teach at 4 junior high schools.
4 junior high schools, and you enjoy it a lot?
Yes, I do.
And you've recontracted more than once?
Yes, I have.
Excellent. Okay, something about the interview process you want to share?
The interview process, 2 things. Enthusiasm, lots of enthusiasm, and when you're asked, if you're asked to do a teaching presentation, a teaching demo, use objects.
Okay. Good advice, good advice. All right, and now we have
Melissa.
Melissa, where are you from in the world?
I'm from Missouri in the United States.
Missouri, okay, United States, yay. And where do you live in Japan?
I live in Fukui City, Fukui Prefecture.
Fukui, I know Fukui. Fukui has Obama, right?
Fukui does have Obama.
There's a town in Japan called Obama, so they were very happy when he won. So you don't teach at schools.
No, I don't.
Explain what you do. I'm
a prefectural advisor, and so I help out the Jets with counseling and information provision, and I also am a liaison with the Board of Education.
So the PAs, we call them PAs, they're very, very important people. Hopefully you will have a cool one like Melissa. Mine, Nick, and Rob, shout out to you guys, are very, very cool. They help us out a lot. So, any advice for, say, people that are waiting to hear, like, what can they do? What can they do to get them ready to come to Japan?
I think that I know everybody's really nervous and they want a lot of specific information.
Yeah.
And really, I think the best advice is just try to relax. Enjoy your time that you have left.
I agree.
You're going to find out so much stuff when you get here. I know you want to know now, but just try to enjoy your space where you're at, and you're going to find out tons of whenever you arrive in Japan.
Cool. And when you first came as a Jet, you weren't PA right away. Did you teach? Where did you teach?
I taught in a junior high school for 2 years.
Okay, and then you switched jobs.
I did.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Let's see who else is around. Hi, Tara, do you want to speak on camera? Now, Tara is holding a Dr. Pepper. Okay, you guys don't even know. She showed me this can and I ran to the vending machine to get... You don't get this out where I live. This is Tokyo, baby. This is... And look, it's even in Japanese. Oh, you won't know until you get here how much comfort food is awesome when you find it. So, Tara, where in Japan do you live?
I live in Hokkaido.
Wow, Hokkaido. And how long have you been a Jet?
This is my 2nd year.
And what kind of schools do you teach at?
I teach at elementary, junior high, and high schools.
So Tara, sorry I said it wrong the first time, I'm going to ask her how many schools she teaches at. Wait till you hear the number. How many schools do you teach at?
20.
20 schools?
Yes.
That's crazy. So how long do you often spend at just one school?
At one school, I will, one day, maybe 2 to 3 classes. Maximum I've ever taught at one school was 5 classes. That has happened once.
So basically each day you go to a different school?
Yes.
Wow.
I'll have an elementary school one day, next day maybe a high school, then a 2-hour drive to junior high.
But she said 2-hour drive, and yet she doesn't drive. So how do you get around to everywhere?
I use buses.
Buses everywhere. In
Yes.
Hokkaido in the winter.
Yes, it's terrifying, but it's a lot less terrifying than if I had to drive.
Wow, okay. And what is one piece of advice if you could give to people, they're going to have their interviews soon, and et cetera, what would you say?
Don't panic.
That's good.
I panicked, overthought, and had a terrible interview experience, so just stay calm, don't panic, don't do it a lot better than you think.
Okay, well thank you very much. Let's see who else is around that I can talk to. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see if Shane and Chris want to speak. Do you guys want to speak on camera?
I can do that.
Okay. So
Make me look thin.
I can. I'll just shoot you from this side only. Okay. So tell us what you don't. Shane isn't actually at a school. He is now working in Tokyo for the Japanese government program that runs JET. So can you tell us a little bit about what you do? Was that wrong? Was that right?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Claire facilitates the JET program, but my responsibilities are largely counseling. So I answer the JET line as all the PCs do, but at the end of the day, I'm the one who facilitates the PA system, which involves the prefectural advisors that are placed in each prefecture. I design the conferences for those for the training of those PAs, and if a serious counseling issue comes up, it will eventually come my way, and then I'll contact the CSC, which is the Counseling System Committee, the professional therapists that work in tandem with Claire, and ask them their opinion on how to deal with a serious counseling case or whatever might have happened. Other things, just publishing. We do a lot of publishing books. I'm responsible for the resource materials, the teaching handbook, and the language course with Kevin, the Claire language course.
So he mentioned the JET line. It's a phone number you can call and get advice or just talk to someone, and it's great. You guys are worried about coming here, and God, what if it's all overwhelming? Well, there are people that will help you and that have experience. Because before you started working in Tokyo, you were an ALT, right?
I was an ALT for 3 years, and then I was a PA for 2 years in Hokkaido.
Wow, in Hokkaido. And did you really have fun? Did you enjoy it?
It was great, fantastic. I loved it. I miss it all. I kind of miss my time in Hokkaido, really.
Yeah.
Tokyo is a big city, but much better being in Hokkaido.
And so one piece of advice for people about to take their interview, if you can think of something.
For people about to take their interview, be prepared for hard questions and watch about how you answer them, because they're trying to make you uncomfortable.
Okay.
Intentionally.
All right. Now we're going to move over to Chris. Chris is not from New Zealand, damn it. He's from Australia, but now he lives where?
In Chiba City.
Chiba City, which is close to Tokyo, right?
That's right. Okay. I'm one of the lucky few who was chosen to live in a city instead of in one of the rural areas, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm about 40 minutes out of Tokyo, and I teach in junior high schools.
Junior high schools. And do you live in an apartment, a house? What kind of living arrangement?
I have a fairly small apartment.
Yeah.
It's 2 rooms. You could walk across my apartment in about 6 big steps. It's not a very large apartment.
Wow. Do other Jets live in the same building?
Yeah, we have basically 8 Jets in Chiba City, and every one of them lives in the same apartment building, so we're all kind of together.
Okay. So many of you ask, why can't I put Tokyo? I always advise you, don't put Tokyo as your placement choice, because nobody gets Tokyo, but you are how many minutes from Tokyo by train?
40.
40, so that's pretty close.
Yeah.
So you can come into Tokyo for an evening, have fun.
Well,
That's great.
In order to get the city that I got, I chose, I have a family. I stayed a homestay with a family in Tokyo a couple of years back.
Great.
And I wanted to be able to come and see my family, so I asked for all the places. I basically just got out a map and looked for all the places that were close to Tokyo, within traveling distance of an hour or two, and I basically picked Chiba-ken, Ibaraki-ken, and Saitama-ken, which are the 3 prefectures surrounding Tokyo.
Okay.
I managed to get my first choice.
Awesome. Well, I've only got about 30 seconds left of time. One piece of advice for people about to do their interview.
Confidence.
Confidence.
For the love of of God. If you screw it up, just keep on going. You'll screw up all the time at school, just keep on going.
Very good advice. Okay guys, that's it from Tokyo. Thanks for watching. More soon. Bye.